Hey everybody! It's like, what the hell? Welcome to More Than This with Demaris. It's good to see y'all. I don't really have anything big time to talk about, honestly. Um, Thanksgiving's next week. Just trying to get all my little duckies in a row. I have a few friends coming over for. I got a new table I built or designed anyway. So bar stools are really different. Anyway, got a couple friends coming over, and then some stragglers come over later for cocktail hour. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice. I'm trying not to sniffle so much. Let me do it one more time. There. Okay, I'll try not to sniffle so much. This is the second video I had because I kept sniffling. I'm still dealing with that thing that I've had for a month now. But just checking in with y'all. Got my friends coming over. It's kind of one of those times a year where we need each other. If you don't have family, you know, you need to get you some buddies to hang out with or something. Don't be alone, because I've been guilty of that. Last year I spent Christmas by myself because, well, I didn't have my mom, and had a friend over for Thanksgiving, and I can't remember what we did last year for Thanksgiving. I was kind of in a whole daze back last year on all that mess because it was different. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just gonna hang out here. We have a chain, a barbecue chain called Bill Miller's, and they make really good. They do shit for 64 or something. You can get a turkey, 11-pound turkey, and the dressing and the gravy. And I take the gravy and put the giblets or whatever y'all want to call it in it. And then, you know, you boil up a couple of eggs and dice up some eggs in there in the gravy. And so, other than making a few sides, it's really good. I mean, for the price, you can't beat it. So, it beats the heck out. I mean, just bring it here and throw it in the oven the next day and heat it up and then cook the dressing. And man, I mean, it's just like Nana used to make. It really is. It's about as close to home as you can get for that kind of for that food. So that's what I'm doing, cheating. So other than green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and I don't know what all. Oh yeah, gotta have some bread, some fresh bread, and some cooked rolls or something. So that's what we're doing. And then afterwards, we're gonna have some people coming in probably to have cocktail hour, and I'll have the party porch set up and winterized a little bit. I just went and bought another domed heater for out there, so that way it would be a little toasty and sit there and have some cocktails and whoever wanted to watch football. I got a TV out there and watch football. And I'll just hang out. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, sounds good to me. So, I hope y'all are doing something fun. We had an earthquake yesterday here in Texas. I grew up in South Texas. Well, let me back up. It's cold. If I look like a teddy bear today, is because it's cold. It's cold out there. It's probably feels like it's like 48, 49 degrees, but it's damp cold. So it hits your bones. It hurts mine. Hits my bones and hurts. And so you got to just bundle up. And tonight is trivia night. And so you have to wear a jacket on top of a teddy bear outfit and try to stay warm. As long as my hands and feet and my core is warm, I'm okay. And not so much my core, it's just when the cold hits my back, it gets that titanium and puts me in back spasms and causes quite a bit of pain. So, you know, part of life. I just try to dress for it. Um, yeah, and then we had an earthquake yesterday. Oh, back to the weather. Anyway, where I grew up, which is south of here, down towards Laredo, Texas, down towards the border, you know, it was not anything out of the ordinary for Thanksgiving and Christmas to be in shorts. In fact, it was rare. We wanted a cold Christmas. We wanted it to feel like Christmas, but I can't really remember too many cold Christmases, honestly. Our winter doesn't start in this area until about January, February. And I'm in the hill country area, which is close to San Antonio. We're northwest of San Antonio. And we're colder. We're cooler in the summer, which isn't cool. I mean, it's still 100 and something degrees, but it's cooler in San Antonio. And so we get a little chillier out here. And this is weird. It's been pretty consistently cool and kind of overcasty, so that makes it... I think we need some sunshine and some vitamin D, and just to be able to get out and reset our bodies. I know I'm feeling it. I've had one day where every stupid thing I watched made me cry. I'm like, what the hell is that about? You know, just have those moments. And you get so used to being in a vibrational level, and then all of a sudden you're having a day. So I don't know if it's like the phase of the moon, or I don't know. So if y'all are going through it too, hey, you know, let's get a box of tissues. I'm better now. I'm doing better now. You know, we get our vibrational level up to a certain point and we maintain it. Because I'm usually a pretty chipper person. And I'm not a overly emotional character. But there are days when you see something on TV and you're just over there crying with them. So that's our secret. Don't you tell anybody that I'm a big titty baby. So anyway, normally we don't have a winter until around January, February. And I kept saying, I think we're going to have a weird winter. I just feel like it. We're not even in winter time yet. So this makes it even weirder. You know, it's like I just feel like we're going to have an odd winter, and it's already cold. It's colder. It's not normally like this. Let me just put it that way. Not that I can recall. So anyway. But then we had an earthquake out in West Texas, over by Pecos, out towards El Paso. And we're kind of on a fault line. It skirts us. We're not sitting right on top of it, but it's like through our county. And it goes from like Del Rio, Texas, all the way up to, I think, Dallas. And it's called the Balcones Fault Line. Pretty big, pretty substantial. And they felt it all the way from Dallas to Houston, San Antonio, Corpus Christi. And it has to get past us before it hits San Antonio. And I'm laid up on the couch yesterday with the doggies and the kitty cat. And if it happened, I don't think it did. So I didn't feel anything. I haven't heard anybody else say it. I have a friend who lives in a travel trailer, and I texted her, "Did you feel the earthquake?" She's like, "Earthquake?" Well, I figured if anybody, she'd have felt it. But yeah, for some reason, something buffered us from getting that. What the heck is it you called when it sends out those shock waves or whatever? So I know they evacuated a college in San Antonio because it was shaking the building, and we're not used to that stuff, guys. Any of y'all watching from California or some other state that gets those earthquakes, more power to you. My goodness, back in the day when I was a hairdresser, I had this customer come in, and He said, I just got back from California. I said, really? What'd you go do? And he said, well, I went to go visit my sister and brother-in-law. They just bought a house. And he said that he had walked out their backyard, and it fenced-in backyard. And he said about, please excuse me, about 20 foot out, he said it was just a big drop off, and then went about 40 foot across, and then came up, and there was houses on the other side of this ravine thing. And so he asked his brother-in-law, he says, what's this? He said, that's San Andreas. Really? I mean, mudslides and earthquakes, and let's just build right here. Why not? I'd hate to pay those insurance bills. Whew. So, yeah, we're totally wusses in Texas, okay? We're not used to the cold. We're not used to earthquakes. I know we get a bunch of baby tremors, but we don't feel them. Generally, I mean, it's just nothing we feel. So, yeah, Texas is not a bad place to live weather-wise unless you go north. Like, you go to, I say anything above Austin. That's when they start getting tornadoes and stuff like that. They happen in this part of the country, but they're so rare. And I had a time, I have to tell you this story. It was a couple of years ago, and to remind you, my mom had dementia, and she was pretty bad about, getting pretty bad at this time. And I was watching the weather, and I have about 150 acres behind me. It's not mine. It's a company. So with heavy equipment, and that's important to say because I'll finish here in just a sec. So my mom comes over to the house and she says, I don't know what's going on with my television, but it's yelling at me. So I said, well, we need to get to your house anyway because we need to get in the hallway. We got tornado warnings. So, okay, we come in through the front door, and as we're coming in through one of the rooms into the living room that you see behind me, and I'm facing the kitchen, this little raccoon, stands up and looks at us. He's like, I'm scared too. And she's like, what are you doing in my house? It's over there eating the dog food. And it gets up and scoots on out. I assumed it scooted out. We weren't sure. But because of the tornado warning, the TV saying, if y'all are anywhere in the area of that company, please take shelter. So I'm like hauling this big old mattress off this bed and trying to get her to sit down in the hallway with two of my dogs and her dog and her. And I said, got pillows around her and blankets and anything. I figure it's a rock quarry, so heavy equipment. And I'm thinking, if we get hit by a tornado, we're going to end up with a bulldozer or something up in here. Which, that kind of stuff scares me to death. I hate to say it. So, get her in the hallway, and all of a sudden she says, she gets up and starts walking off. I'm like, where are you going? I'm making some hot chocolate. So she was coming in here to make some hot chocolate. And luckily I got her set back down, and I'm like freaking out, and this isn't helping. You do not need to make hot chocolate. So I get her back in the hallway and get the mattress over her. Everything. I've got all the paperwork like tied to my body, so if they find my dead body, at least they find all the paperwork. And you got all kind of stuff going through your head. I am the coolest headed person to be around until it comes to lightning and tornadoes. Then I freak. But luckily it went up and it missed us, so thank goodness for that, because I was just already planning my death. So that was that. So we really don't have a lot of bad weather right here. It's pretty nice. Occasional bad flooding, and freezes. I mean, that's it, pretty much. So, anyway, little man is doing good. Um, he's funny. He's growing. He's spoiled. He is so spoiled. He'll come up to me when he wants on the couch and he'll touch my leg. So I decided, I was watching this lady on TikTok that bought these little pucks that you can push and it'll say things. You can put whatever you want to in them and you can push it and it's like, hello, how are you? And whatever. And she's trained her dog to go do it. It's a pretty funny video because the dog, one of them is cusses, calls her a bee. It's like, I'm hungry, bee. I'm hungry. So I want to do that for little man. So I bought these 4 little things. I'm waiting for him to come in. And I'm going to see if I can train him to talk to me. I'm hungry, bee. And I love you or whatever. Train him to where you ask him a question, he knows what color is associated with that. So who knows? Saddle broke a longhorn, so, or in the mix of it. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens. Y'all be the first to know. But he is precious. He's gotten to where he sleeps with me. He climbs up in the bed and gets under the covers and wants to sleep with me, which makes me a little nervous. I think I need to buy him some kitty diapers. He hasn't learned to go potty in the litter box because he drags his little legs behind him, and so he can't get up to do his business anyway. As gross as this may sound, I'm so grateful that I have a dog that helps him and cleans him and excuse me, all of a sudden I got a tickle in my throat. So, kind of gross. I don't let her lick me in the face. And I don't like her licking him in the face either, because then he stinks. But he's precious. And let me bathe him. And no, he's doing great. He's doing great. Gonna talk to my neighbor about building him a little wheelchair. But, yeah, he definitely needs diapers if he's gonna sleep with me. He hasn't had an accident, but that is not a thing I want to wake up to. I know, sharing way too much with y'all. But it's a fact. It's a fact, Jack. It's my life. It's my life and I'm living it. Any of y'all having a hard time? Just email me. Holler at me. I'll talk to you. This is a tough time of year for people. And some of us have, still going through some stuff. And then don't just be alone. Holler, reach out to somebody. That's why I have friends coming over. Because they need somebody and I need somebody. And we need each other. And it's safe, it's love, it's wonderful to have them around. So we're going to feast out and then see what the day does for us. But I'm sure we're going to have a blast. And if I know me, we are. And if I know them, we are. So other than that, just don't ever feel alone. Don't ever feel like you have no one to get to talk to. You have my email, demariswilson444@gmail.com. Hit me up with a note. I'll respond. It may take me a few minutes to find it, but I'll get to you. And just know that you're not alone. There's a bunch of us out here that don't have anybody. We don't have children. We don't have family. We just have each other. So remember that, okay? Please. Please, please. How do you make a heart? Here, please. So. All right, and it's going into winter. I think it has a tendency to bring people down a little bit more. Other than my little emotional day I had the other day, which I have occasionally because I am soft-hearted and stuff like that gets me right here. But keep my vibrations high, man. Meditation, keep your thoughts high, keep your mind positive. Be careful of your thoughts. Don't let yourself get into that to that mindset of bringing yourself down, letting yourself get down. Stay positive, okay? Just fight through it. We got you. We can do this. Other than that, I really didn't have anything too important to talk about. I'll talk to y'all before Thanksgiving, and hopefully I'll actually have a subject. But I wanted to check in because I got to go to trivia. I got to get my smarts on. So, I know I say that and you're like, she must be really smart. No, she's not. She just sits there and is like, I don't have no idea. So, I'm not stupid. I mean, I am pretty decent, but gosh dang it, some of these questions they ask are like, what the hell? When was, something's off the wall, like, what year was Mount Sinai made? I don't know, is that a place or a hospital? Either way, I don't know the answer. But, I mean, sometimes it's just that hard. And it's kind of like a DJ dude, and he has got a computer, and he asks the questions, and we have these little boxes, and it's up on the TV screens, too, in the place. It's a restaurant and bar. And so you can read it on the TV screen, or you can read it off your little box, and then you'll have 5 selections to choose from. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. It's like, who made a hole-in-one in 1958 using a something golf club? Maybe not that ridiculous, but sometimes it might as well be. It's not English. When it comes to sports, it's like, I don't know, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Oh, I don't smoke. It's bad for you. Don't ever do that. All right, I got to go, and I love you. So keep in touch. Please hit the like, share. That's not a smoker's cough. That's an itchy throat. And, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, so you'll know when I have nothing but nonsense to talk about, and you would just kind of want to hear some nonsense, and I'm the chick. I'm the one. So, I love you guys, and Demaris Wilson 444 at gmail.com. If you're going through the holiday blues, hit me up. Send me an email. If you need somebody to talk to and make you just someone to talk to, just someone to let you know that you're not alone. I'll take a second of my day. I got a few seconds for you. And if y'all are okay, then awesome. Awesome, awesome. And I will talk to y'all soon. I'll be checking back in with y'all. Little man says, hi, Disney, Presley, everybody. Cody Jose, he's conked out somewhere. So all of us are nice and toasty. So I love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out. Whee!